but we have lost ourselves. Once we were human beings of the spirit. We have become now people of the flesh.
Instead, I approach my story from some universal feeling. Yes, it so happens to be Chinese, but what am I examining? I'm examining leaving, arriving, dislocation, feelings of exile, loneliness, longing. So, and are those not, human conditions? And so happen the leaving and arriving and things like that. Those are very common to many Canadians, regardless of what generation they came to Canada. So you say, what happens if you move on generations? And what happens if your family history is inaccessible? Yes. For the living link is gone, or it's politically impossible for you to travel there? What happens? Well, if a writer writes with empathy, then in effect, my story can be your story. Your story can be my story. That's what the writer's aiming for.
But human rights are the only ones that apply to absolutely everyone, everywhere. That means kids, old people, poor people, basketball players, garbage men, rappers, teachers, Africans, Indians, Albanians, Christians, Muslims, Kabbalists, atheists, your mom, your dad, your next door neighbor,
and you. I'm dismayed, quite frankly, that this Prime Minister Harper, and his cabinet seem to look for division and therefore capitalize on division. The mind-jolting act of defiance. I think everything you do contributes to preparing that ground for change. I have to believe that.
Yeah. Here at home, students at the University of Rhode Island held a nonviolent protest today.
Several hundred people out here, hands in the air, protesting police brutality. It has been peaceful.
We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery.
The object is to make people everywhere conscious of the importance of human rights and freedoms.
To hear a preacher say that we cannot walk alone. To hear a king proclaim that our individual freedom is inextricably bound to the freedom of every soul on earth.
But the truth is, a title doesn't make you more important. The world is changed by you.
Just please never stop believing, never stop working, and never stop fighting.
Oh my goodness, that's very difficult.
You can't give her something easier.
I guess it's making people who are comfortable, I wish they could feel more uncomfortable. And understand what it's like to have empathy when you don't have what you're so lucky in your life to have. Just feeling a moment of being uncomfortable would make us all, you know, prick our conscience and maybe act accordingly.
Thank you so much.
Definitely. Oh. Thank you.
The world would be a better place if first thing, help each other. I think the world will be a better place if there were unicorns in it.